What's up, everyone? I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you're feeling refreshed and you're ready for red. Bears are out there. They've awoken. Unfortunately, they smashed that crypto round on the weekend, but we'll talk about the Nasdaq very, very soon. Obviously, exciting week to be back in the markets. I hope you guys had good fun, and we'll see you right up. All right, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone out there in the stock market and crypto investing community. Are you guys ready for Monday? I hope you are, because my God, let me just quickly scroll up here. Oh, it's red in the crypto world, except for XRP. It's like that Enigma coin, yeah? Hopefully everyone didn't get burnt too hard on the weekend. We've got a lot to cover in the crypto markets. Obviously, then we want to go straight into these stock markets. I'll actually load up that old Weeble. Get that thing ready, because I haven't actually looked at the pre-market yet, but I know it's going to be like this. A little bit everywhere. A little bit everywhere. Let's have a look, actually. Let's just quickly sneak peek. Sneak peek. Did I see 17% there? No, 17%. 9% down on Mara. Riot, 8.49. Ooh. What price are they? $21, unfortunately. Okay, we'll scroll that over anyway. We'll come back to it. I hope everyone's had a good weekend. They're feeling refreshed, because these markets are getting feisty. Obviously, the Nasdaq for the stock market boys and girls out there, because this is the most important level to be looking at right now. I think it's just it's paramount, really. I mean, this is it. This is where the stock market really picks whether it wants to go bullish again, or it's ready for another leg down, maybe to the 12.7 level. What do you guys think about the 12.7 level this week for the Nasdaq? Are we going there? Yes or no? Let me know right now. Also, US 500 down 0.5% in the futures, the fake futures. We've got US 100.6, US 30.5, and then BTC. And I think we have to start with crypto, okay? Because Elon Musk, you saw it in the memes in the intro. Welcome 490 people out there, by the way. You saw it, guys. He's destroying Bitcoin. What's up with Elon? Come on, man. You don't need me making some BitConnect kind of thing. BitConnect. Anyone from 17 will know. We're not doing that. The problem is, if you smash Bitcoin, guys, you kill all of the rest of the market. Now, I'm not saying next time round things don't change. And maybe Bitcoin is not the number one. But right now, in the cycle where we're at, this needs to hold. And actually, I think this is actually pretty normal. Regardless of what Elon says, you'll be surprised how close. Anyone that follows me on Twitter, let's have a look over at the tweeters. My tweeters. FX Evolution, follow us. !Twitter in the community. Firstly, guys, double rainbow. I witnessed this in the car today. Look at the double rainbow, guys. It's a sign from the heavens that the crypto market will be safe. When you see a double rainbow, you know you're going to be safe. Look at that. And no, I didn't take it while I was driving. My wife did. But see, the point is, the double rainbow exists. Then we go over here. This is the most important chart for the crypto hodlers. Look at this. This all happened before. And to get out of, we'll get out of that one. We'll make a more beautiful one. We'll go over to CoinMarketCap. We'll check out this percentage of total market domination, capitalization, and we'll have a look at BTC. So what I want to do is I want to bring us to this picture. Wait, let me bring this across. You guys need to see it all. There we go. That's where we are right now. So this is the chart that I'm really looking at, because look over here. This happened once before. At what time did it happen, you may ask? What else happened at the same time? What Ethereum went crazy at the same time? Damn. And the rest of the market was very dominant? Let me just scroll over here. When was that? What's that, June? June 2017? Damn. All right. Where are we right now? Pretty close to June. Do we think we're sped up? Yes. So is it unusual for Bitcoin to come down in dominance, not by what history told us about last cycle? The other thing is, it may look like Bitcoin barely took off after that, but we all know that after this point, Bitcoin went from like 6, 7K all the way up to 20K madness. And then of course it was all over. So could this be happening again? I think for the crypto market to survive, guys, this has to happen. It's not could it happen, it has to happen, or crypto is doomed for this cycle. We have to wait and see what's going to be bought up by the carnage. Because if BTC fails here, if BTC goes back into the 30s again, let's call it 34K, it could be all over. It could be all over. Get blowed 407 says, Kevin, crypto isn't dead. I just checked the exchanges. Okay, what does that mean? Damn, Tom. Ha ha ha, buy the dip. People putting the double rainbow in there, that's right. If anyone remembers the double rainbow, oh man, I love that, by the way, if the person that posted that in the room. Remember that guy from years ago? This proves your age, by the way, if you've seen this before. Double rainbow. Actually, wait a second. I've got a different microphone here. There we go. That's better. So double rainbow, and he's like, whoa, and he goes crazy in the, like, I think it's like Yosemite or something. He goes absolutely mad. And that must be a sign from the heavens. So here we go. We've got the BTC dominance coming down. And of course, we had the Ethereum spike at the same time. Now, you may say, but Tom, Ethereum didn't go as hard as last time. I think that makes perfect sense when we consider what's going on in the markets right now. So if we consider the point of the fact that Ethereum is no longer as dominant as it was back in 17, you didn't have any options. You didn't have the Pokemon dots. You didn't have the Uniswap. You didn't have, what the hell is DeFi? We didn't have any of those things. We just had Ethereum, Bitcoin, and BitConnect, and Litecoin. But that was like the poor cousin. And Bitcoin Cash, but you know, come on, Bitcoin Cash, come on, Bitcoin Cash, guys, come on, you know it's trash, So anyway, that's where we're at with the old crypto market right now. I think that it's okay. And then I went over here and I thought, well, maybe we need further proofing for this. Welcome 856 viewers, thank you so much. Remember to like the stream, by the way, if you enjoy it. Check out this rainbow. So we saw a rainbow, double rainbow. Then we check out the Ethereum rainbow, and then we go back in time, back into 17, and look at May. Look at this. Ethereum went crazy, as we know. Ethereum going crazy again, hitting up that rainbow pretty hard. Can't quite do it because why? See, people think it's going to hit the top of the rainbow. Wrong. I don't think it can, because this time it's doing it with a massive market capitalization. It doesn't just grow. As a market matures, it cannot run as hard percentage-wise as it used to do. So for someone to say, oh, 10,000 Ethereum, I think it's hard. I think it's hard to get 10,000 Ethereum because the market capitalization is just so much. You need too much money. You know, it's not the stock market. It hasn't been around for 100 years. Not yet. So it does need more. Then we go up to the other rainbows that we've been talking about. Bitcoin rainbow. And the Bitcoin rainbow is in the HODL area. Now, I'm not saying we go all the way again. So this one here has a prediction up in the top 138. You know, I don't think that. But I don't not think that we have a euphoric move before blow off in this market. So anyway, without further ado, let's actually go in the charts because you guys don't care about my double rainbows and my triple rainbows and stuff, I'm sure. Do you guys care about that? I don't think so. I don't think you care. Let me bring this down. Make sure you can see everything. By the way, 179 members in the community. Thank you so much, guys. We're getting towards the goal, the 200 members. Obviously, we've got a lot of people that in our private Discord, a lot more than that. We've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of you, and we've got thousands in the public area. But yeah, great to see the support here on YouTube. So I do appreciate all the members. So this is where we are at with BTC. Now, you guys know I like the daily, I like the 8 hour, I like these time frames more. Is this a good rejection? Hell yeah, it is. It's way needed, way needed. When we scroll down and we scroll through, why did it stop here? I think it was just like, you know, it had to stop here or it's going to go to 38K. Now, if it doesn't stop at 38K, God, I'm worried. Then you've got me. Then I'm under the table with you guys. I'm going to be hiding under there, not buying it, no leverage. I'll be crying under there at that point. But weekly 20, I want to see this thing rebound right now this week. It needs to do it. And I don't want any lower than 38K ideally because it needs to really show it. Now, is this the bottom for it? Probably about as bad a news as can happen has come out. Elon threw the gasket at it, but that's all right. Now we're back here. Let's go to the 8 hour. Probably one of the best time frames for BTC. And can we predict that the bottom's in at this stage? I think not really. I mean, you can say, oh, well, we've drawn this line through these points, whatever. It doesn't mean enough just yet. But we are starting to form base formation. Let's go down to the 2 hour and talk about what's going on here. Huey joining the Stonk Squad. Thank you very much, Huey. I see you quite a lot. By the way, it looks like you've got Q. Yes, I know who that is, by the way. I'm a bit nerdy, so it's all good. As your image. Isn't he coming back or something in the new one? So here we go, trough. Then we've got movement up. Then let's say we come back a little bit here, form a little bit of a base, and then movement up again. What does that form? It forms our lightning bolt, the thing that we talk about on this channel all the time. We finally get some bullish strength. I tend to think that a lot of people would have picked up around this 42, 43K zone anyway. We've spoken about it a lot. But then we have the really big problem zone, 51.3. Why? I have no idea, but 51.3 is the really big problem zone. Once we get through that, 55. Once we get through that, 60. Once we get through 60, crazy times. Crazy, crazy times. Because once we get through 60, I don't care about the 65. I really don't care about it. I don't think any seasoned investor cares about this zone. We only care about 60. Because when you hit 60 and you break through it again, and the weekly is going to prove this to you guys. Check this out, the weekly. Let's just say we get back up there. The weekly has never closed above 60. Do you know how significant that's going to be for our last, what has always been historically euphoric style move? So suddenly, you can't tell me, Bitcoin's been around for 10 years. And the current discussion points, Tom, I got this 100 times over the weekend. Tom, I think Bitcoin's over. I love Ethereum. Guys, 2 months ago, you told me Ethereum was crap and the gas fee was too high and it's a piece of useless technology. I'm not even kidding you. People will message me that. In one foul swoop, it has literally gone from Bitcoin is the gold and the gold standard and the best thing in crypto to Bitcoin is the worst thing ever in crypto and it shouldn't be here anymore. I'm not even kidding you. This is the sentiment out there right now. You got to cut through it. It's like fake news. Is Bitcoin important to the ecosystem? Yes. If Bitcoin goes down, think about it. You go out and you tell Sally down the street and you say, hey, Sally, you should buy our Doge. She says, what the hell is that? You know, that thing with the picture of the dog. Oh, yeah, I heard something about the dog, but I like Bitcoin. How's Bitcoin going? Oh, it's dead. I think it's crap. I don't want that stuff. I knew it was speculative. I'm not going to buy that stuff. That's what she'd say. The thing is, they only know 3 coins. They know the little picture of the dog. They know the Bitcoins, the bit noodles, and they know, some of them know the Ethereum. Do they know what a polka dot is? Do they know what an ADA Cardano is? You do, but I don't think they do. I don't think they do. Reggie J says, so intense. I'm going crazy, man. 100 messages, guys, about Bitcoin and whether it's crap now. Well, if it's crap now, don't be in crypto because if it dies, you're going to lose all your money. That's how I feel about it. I'm going nuts because that's the way, guys. I got a bit intense there. It's all right. So, that aside, hopefully we get recovery here in BTC. Let's go over to Ethereum. Is this looking good? I don't really care about Ethereum right now. I think it kind of went to the right zone. We got close to the 4.7. We blew out my standard. My gold standard for this was about 3.6 to 4. This thing hit 4.4. 4.7 was the best I thought it could get to at all with the ratios. So it's done very well. Maybe it has one more run in it, but I do think the risk is here now. So we might see like deterioration a little bit like last time. If you go back and do the studies, there's deterioration on it. It's probably, I would like BTC over Ethereum right now. Everyone loves Ethereum, so therefore I like BTC. I mean, you're getting a 3-month discount on it. ADA, great coin, moving good, holding strong actually, holding very strong, repricing itself. We've spoken about DOT. DOT did pretty well on the weekend, hit 50. So we spoke about how ADA and DOT were the two opportunities here. And yes, we'll get to the market. Don't worry, market guys. We'll be there very, very soon. Oh, just a text message. Don't worry, guys. Then we've got Link. Less recovery here in Link so far through today's session. So clearly the market money isn't there. But check out DOT's recovery. Much stronger. ADA's recovery. Pretty okay. Didn't actually fall off much. Some coins are holding better than others. Then you've got Doge, who knows? Then you've got Uniswap, good coin, obviously popular, coming straight off support as well. Go into the daily here, you'll start to see some good price action level. So good price action level, popular coin, and the rest. So to really put it bluntly right now, it's all about BTC. You guys have to get that thing up. If it does, then it's all good. And the coin market can rebrand. I would love to see BTC above 50 in the next couple of days. And once we get through that evil, 51 or something, 3 level, it's feeling much better. It's feeling much better. Mikhail says, Sol. Yes, Sol's done incredibly well. So this is a coin that's come out of nowhere. Looks amazing right now. Look at it go. The bullish sentiment in this coin is phenomenal. Look at how crazy it is. Check Theta. Yeah, I know there's some altcoins doing all right, guys. But ultimately, you understand what I'm saying, yeah? Do you guys get what I'm saying here? That ultimately, this cycle, this is too important. You need you need new money. You don't just want you recycling your own money. And everyone loses 10 cents on Shibu. And then you just recycle it and go, oh, yes, okay, well, I've got my paycheck in here. You need new, fresh money. The coffee shop people. You need people having discussions in the coffee shop, bringing in more other people if you want this to be successful this time around. So Sol looks great. I mean, this looks great. This thing could close up. Let's have a look at the 8 hour actually on Sol. Yeah, I mean, it looks really good. Yes. I'm not going to buy this, but yes, it does look good. It's clearly one of the winners right now. You guys love the TAL coin. Actually, how's the old TAL coin going? Old TAL. TAL kind of just like hovering around after that phenomenal move. Kamar says, I would really love FX crypto trading course. Yeah, I meant to be writing that. I'll eventually do it. It will be in on... by the way, if you ever buy the technical analysis masterclass, you guys will see how awesome... You know, we're all about the people, actually, when you think about it. We're bringing it all together. Like, we're bringing some fire soon, guys, and I'll be able to talk about it in like a week, I reckon. But yeah, if I do that course, you will get it free with the technical analysis masterclass, all right? Kasama, bro, I love KSM, man. I love KSM. What do you need? I mean, Kasama's amazing. Look at it go. And you know, I think a lot of this may be to do with Akala as well. So I like Akala. It's like a DeFi hub. Who really cares? The point is that you need the Kasamas to then stake or something in some parachain. I don't really know what the hell goes on there. But the point is you need the Kasamas. And we've always talked about scarcity in KSM. And then that, in turn, is creating demand for it right now into certain auctions. And it's amazing how this thing's trading. That's why DOT should run with it theoretically. But Kasama might even be the better coin. This thing was $300 the other day. I remember I was like looking at it go on. Damn, Kasama. Anyway, we're not just all about the crypto, so we'll read some of these chats and then we'll go next. Ben says VET. Yes, we got VET here. VET has been disappointing. For VET, you need it above this zone. 19 has to break close above 19. Things are going to go well. I think it could be a sleeper. But again, you need this to hold. Chainlink will outperform Bitcoin under $40 is now extremely cheap. It doesn't really matter whether it outperforms Bitcoin or not. Bitcoin has to come back. For the other coins to do well, Bitcoin has to come back. If Bitcoin degrades and continuously degrades, it will burn the ecosystem. Sir Doge-a-lot says, not true. Who's what, Sir Doge-a-lot? What, man? All right, let's go up here. It's rotation between coins. Tom's on fire today. Stocks. All good. Looks like you guys have got lots of stuff. I believe it's Happy Jacks in Australia. Oh, you're talking about Hungry Jacks. Yeah, we don't have Burger King. We got Hungry Jacks. Kamar says, Tom, it's me, Kmart720. Just changed my name. Love all your courses. They've been amazing. Looking forward to the crypto. We've got options too coming. Serious options. I mean, serious. You guys showed us the way. You wanted options? We can do options. 1,375 viewers coming in this morning. I know a lot of you are here for the stock markets. Let's get over into that. We've ranted about crypto now. I think BTC is the most important. Had a look at a couple of those other ones. Sol, of course, going right now. KSM and others. Dot still, I think, sleeping over here. This thing should be $60. Stupid Dot should be $60, damn it. But anyway. All right, let's have a talk about the stock market. Let's talk about this S&P 500. So it's very hard to read this S&P 500. In fact, I think it's almost impossible to read. Now, you'll hear really good traders or investors, in my opinion anyway, sometimes they're going to say, you think that every day that maybe I know where the hell things are going. No, not true. I don't know where that's going right now. I cannot tell you look, would I be more optimistic towards the buy side? I always would be. I'm not stupid. This thing is always going to be more towards the buy side than the sell side, all right, guys? However, this is hard to read, and therefore, until it gets below 41.20 or it bounces off 41.20 and finds more strength, we can't be sure that it's giving us good signals. Why? Because we can't trust it right now. It's an untrustworthy, evil market right now. False breakout. Untrustworthy, number one. Breakout below 41.20. Only gives us a day's worth of shorting potential, literally a day trade's worth of shorting potential, untrustworthy, number two. And then to make it even more untrustworthy, how bad this index is right now, we scroll down here and you see, is 41.20 being respected? Sure, okay, it was respected, but it didn't come down again. It was untrustworthy, number three. So I say it's a bad index right now, and it's not giving us the sweet, proper signals that we like. Now, I actually don't mind the trade off the buy here. So I don't mind the trade off the buy here after you see all these wicks get snapped off. You saw in silver on Friday, we were talking about that, and we went crazy about it because it was cool. And look where silver is now, 27.60. It's doing all right. So yeah, US 500, very hard. US 100, bit easier because we have a clear zone, 13,400. You see the futures here right now, finding some problems with it. We go over to the NDX. Yep, the NDX here. And you'll notice, look how good this market's been. It's been a good market, not a bad market. Support, broke through, comes back, doesn't hold for long on any significant time frame. Remember, we go over to a daily, it's going to become more apparent. Look, rejects instantly, comes back down, then it comes up to this level. So has this been a much, much easier market to read? Yes. I would argue absolutely has been way, way easier to read. I mean, you guys may disagree with me, but I like this market a lot more from the reading aspect. Now, you go to QQQ, it's going to be the same thing. You can see it here, coming back, all the same thing. It's all good. So NDX, my thought process is, we'll go back to the US 100. It's right at resistance right now. And we're going to clearly get a direction here for the bulls and the bears. I'm going to go down to a 4-hour. Basically, in trading terms, we have to be semi-neutral here. Would we be more bearish than bullish? Yes, we'd be more bearish on this market because we've come back to a key level of support acting as resistance. So if you were someone that just went, I want to sell that, that's my system, well, it's a sell zone for sure. It is a sell zone. Now, you need to know, though, that there's a cut level on this. And what happens with the cut level? Well, if it comes up and it closes above this zone, then all of a sudden you're getting bullish sentiment. You're saying, okay, we found a trough, we found a peak, we found a higher trough, and then we found a new higher peak. What is that in essence? It's the lightning bolt, guys. We're going to get messed up if we go short at that point. That's kind of saying we're ready to move back up. The correction's over. Let's go. Let's do this thing. So today, I think is pretty paramount on what the market's going to do. I don't know whether you guys agree with this. What do you think is going to happen to the Nasdaq today, guys? Up or down? Give me your prediction levels by the close of today right now while I read this thing. Joel says, like the IT bubble in 2000. I don't think it's the IT bubble in 2000. By the way, I think there was a Stan Lee. Welcome to the Stonk Squad. Thank you so much for joining membership. 181 members now. Huey and Stan Lee coming through. Thank you very much. Yeah, I don't think this is the IT bubble, or let's call it the tech bubble of 2000. Back then, you saw Mark Cuban do one of, I think, the best trades of all time. Just because I think it's so awesome, and he told all these... Like, I really respected him for that. He sold a piece of, like, just absolute crap thing worth nothing, almost busted a company doing it, and at the same time he went and told everyone, get puts on your position, protected it, and that's why he is worth $1 billion. Otherwise he'd be worth a couple tens of millions of dollars. So very impressive stuff that he realized, because back then a website domain was worth a lot of money. It's kind of like crypto right now, where it's just like, not, you don't have to have technology to become, you know, potentially in a good trade or something like that. So the crypto market is like kind of like the .com kind of thing. And that's because it's still fledgling. But this is not. This has real businesses with real profits with high valuations. JJ Crypto says, oh, come on, Tom. I just want to see you get angry again. No, not just yet, man. Not just yet. Chris says, yes, get the training. It's really good stuff. Thank you very much, Chris. Appreciate that. Where can I buy Shiba Inu? Don't worry about it, man. Just don't do it, dude. Tom, you're human and I love you. Make that plan, says Sir Doge a lot. We'll make the plan, man. We'll make the plan. OG Bear here, says Dale Bros. Down to 13,000 to create a double bottom pattern, says Chris. It's very theoretically possible. Now, we've done some theoretics on this. Let's go back to the NDX, because this is cool stuff. This is cool stuff. I enjoy this a lot anyway. Maybe you guys don't, but whatever, you know. I guess it's our stream. So it's the community stream. We'll do this. So we see this movement down, and then you don't quite get the exact same movement down. But what I think is hilarious is if you take the third movement down, often things move in kind of semi-uniform legs, all right? And then it goes, that's when a normal market's actually reforming. So if you trade like Forex, so currency trading, if you trade like some stocks sometimes when they're in a more normalized market, they'll often leg this way. And see how it legs straight into the 12.7 if you take that initial run and you do the pullback here where it is? Amazingly cool how much that accuracy is. Now it gets kind of crazier because if you take the pullback here and you take the pullback here, these pullbacks are almost identical in size right now. So if it was to short off right now, it gives me more confidence. And again, it's all about getting more confidence and more statistics that line up that make some sense. Now, I don't want to see you out with your alligator patterns, getting bitten by the alligator and using the alligator patterns and fancifying them and drawing fibs all over the top and creating double rainbows all the time. Because you need to say, does this make logical sense? Again, when we're cutting through with the Bitcoin, if we want the market to survive, Bitcoin cannot fail, because it will take the sentiment out of the coins. So we need, in this case, to recognize, hey, if we short here, could we go to 13? Of course, 13 is going to be support. But if we break through 13, where's our next level of interest? Probably around the 12.7. And it all makes sense back to that thing. I don't know where the thing is. Do I have the thing here? Probably not. But you know the one I'm talking about, that chart that kind of replicates 2010. Now I've got it somewhere. I don't know where I put it. There's so many charts up here, guys. The tabs are out of control right now. The tabs are out of control. Anyway, all good. You know the one I'm talking about. Very, very good. Zoom out. Zoom out on what? Wait for TSM. TSM long term. What TSM? Oh, why have I lost this? There we go. Now we're back to a proper chart. All right, so US 100, I think we've done that one to death. We've got Russell 2000 stuck in the middle of nowhere land. You can see down 0.82% in the pre. I think this is just going to follow kind of the Nasdaq play or the SP 500. If you're wondering key zones, still 208, still 230. That's really all we're looking at here in the Russell. That's why we don't cover it too much. Let's just quickly scroll down through here, though. We'll look at Tesla in just a few seconds. But let's go over the dollar index. Okay, so dollar index, interesting. Finding some kind of movement or hold level here. Now, is it strong at this zone? Not really. It's not an area I would trade dollar index. But I do want to point out this week. Let's consider here for a second. We've got a trough. We've got a peak. We've got a higher trough, effectively. And we break through this zone. So I will set an alert here for this week. I'm planning this out. Because if I set an alert here and I get triggered and it's 90.86, I need to be very well aware that effectively what the dollar index is telling me is the bottom is in and we are moving higher on the dollar index. And I will become a super bull to 91.40. And what will that super bull do? It'll definitely be basically causing the market to drop. Because at this point, when the dollar index is going wild up, then at the same time, you usually see risk off in the markets. And of course, the money drives into the dollar index. And that's going to be one of our first signals that things are going real bad. Okay? And we need to be very, very careful. Now, I'll be doing it with you on the channel here. But if we see that, this 90.86 kind of zone, I will be paying attention to it. I always do. It makes up a percentage of the way that we look at. We follow the price action whenever possible. And we cut out every other news website. Like literally some of those news websites are out to get you because, and it's not a conspiracy. You guys should know by now that they write articles after the fact all the time about this stuff. You have to pre-see these things. It's like I've been talking to you about healthcare and biotech. Is it right now? Probably not. But very soon at some point, they will be the areas that we want to be looking at. They will be the areas that we want to be looking at for sure. I've got Eka Aurora saying Singapore $2. TA on FBC regional banks. Thanks. We'll do that in just a second. Let's move over to gold. So gold broke through the 1842. Good, nice break. 4-hour and 8-hour both confirmed above during the Asian session into European session. Now we could see gold come back. Now, if it comes back to this zone, is there going to be buyers? You would usually think yes. There will be buyers around this 1842 area, 1840 area, because there's support, because it's kind of based, the way it's done it. I think there could be some strong trades here. Even for me, I would still be on smaller time frames looking for little light and bolts, etc. You'll have to make your own decisions on that type of stuff. What's that, John S? Up calls are so cheap right now. 30 cents for January 2022. Oh, I'm not sure what you're talking about there, but that's all right. 1840, yeah, 1842. I think that's pretty important. Silver, finding some struggle town as well. We'll go back to the 2-hour chart though. This was a great little area that we targeted off on Friday. We're now finding some coil just before the high. So what happens here? Let's say theoretically, community, I'm going to ask you what you think happens here. So let's say we sit in this range for a little bit. Then we break to a high here. Where do you think silver will stop? Will it find resistance at 27.80? So let's say it breaks. Would you think that this break at this point, is it going to stop at 27.80? Would you be scared of 27.80? So you haven't broken past that level, but you've coiled underneath and then you've gone 27.80 with a close. Community, tell me right now what you think of that. Alan Culler, welcome to the Diamond Hands community. Thank you so much, Alan. Appreciate your support. Make sure, of course, to link your Discord and YouTube. Please, guys, as well, when you join the Discord, there's a little star icon. I'm going to show it to you right now, okay? Let me show you here. There's a star. All right. So you go over here. Look at this. Little private community star, and it shows you how to unlock it. Follow this link, and it will show you. Literally, takes not very long, and you can link it all up, all right? Very easy to do so. Very easy to do so. DeFi, decentralized finance, says Isaac Story. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. I can pronounce it the way I need to. But all right, Isaac Story. DeFi, okay? Thank you there. Kamar, said, Tom, your courses have changed my life. I mean that sincerely. Are you guys going to make crypto trading course? Yeah, eventually, yes. Hopefully soon. I need to get it done. Otherwise, it won't be huge. It'll just be attached because it'll be basically bolted on to what we already have. We don't need to do anything else other than that. Let's just quickly scroll through here. So Eka asked for something else. You guys have answered my silver question. Let's have a look here. Momentum will blast it through pretty heavy. Yeah, that's correct. So yes, you would think that actually when it coils and it breaks through, 2780 will not stop it. 28 will probably not stop it either. Because when you have a market that stops before, and you guys have been listening, when you have a market that stops before a key technical, then it starts coiling before the resistance of the next line, it smashes it next time round. It's very similar to what we saw in gold recently when it was down here. And then it found that resistance a few times, coiled down here, and we watched it live. You can go back and check it out. And we just said this thing is going to obliterate people's stops. And we said it here. It's going to destroy them all. And it went crazy during the stream. So it's a great lesson in price action and understanding the dynamics of where the stop hunts are, where the nasty Wall Street people are, where the nasty algorithms are, and how effectively they're psychologically destroying the way that you think about the market from a mental state. It's all about what all the sheep do. What every sheep does, you end up having taken advantage of. And that's why people say, oh, the market's working against me. You know, the great earnings and the market goes down. Yeah, have a look at the price action. It probably ran up 15% into the earnings. The expectation was probably 80% beat. It's hard to beat that. You have to smash it out of the park. You get what I mean? So, TA on FBC. Let's do it now. FBC. All Flagstar Bancorp. Is that right? You said regional banks. That's what I've got here. FBC. I assume it's this one. It's a conglomerate finance. Hopefully it is Eka. Otherwise, you can message me. Yes. Okay, let's go to the daily. I'm so not big on finance right now. I feel bored by it, to be honest. I think it's kind of like gone through what it should have. But this is interesting. So it ran heavy through November. Now it's coiling a lot. Go to the weekly. Bouncing off the right zone. I mean, bouncing off the 20. It doesn't look weak by any standards. I guess once you get like another closure above like 47.50, or even just above these little kind of wick levels, I think that's probably sequencing the test of the highs again. So it doesn't look bad at all. I think that's the way I'd play it. Above here, test of a high, possibly new break. It looks okay. It looks okay. Tiago R, $5. The revolution has begun. Buy war on Rugs coin. Is that like some kind of like spam commercial that you've made me say? Reth. Firstly, let me have a look at this. It's very small. It's basically just come out. And I have no idea what it is. Do I want to look any further? I mean, you did give me R5. I don't know what that is. Let's have a look here. Reef. Reth. It doesn't even come up, so it's so small. Unfortunately, we do not condone such small coins. It's too small, and therefore, sorry, bro. Silver cup and handles it many times, yes. Tom's on fire, says Anthony. Thank you very much. Vetcoin. We did Vetcoin. Don't worry. We did Vetcoin. Oh my God, get that thing off my screen. Thank you for the donation, though. We had to get rid of it. It was plaguing us. Vet's pretty simple. It's found some kind of base, hopefully, with the BTC above here, guys. Above here, 19. All right, let's go down to the AMCs because I saw Rock's in here and I don't give him any love. Rock, you're struggling, man. 14.28. You know where you need to close above. Until you get... I don't like any of this price action right now. But imagine if you close above. Oh, my God. J-Rock, you'll go crazy if it closes above because you know the next level is going to be possibly insane. I mean, could it be 16? Is it going to be 20 again? There's certainly going to be a huge amount of bullish momentum on AMC if it gets through. That's how I feel about it. You know, I was bullish on it only when it got above 10, which was here. And then it went crazy and actually bounced all our levels. But I do think you should watch that very closely. That's 2 rejections off the zone. Unless it closes above here. If you get a third rejection, be very careful. Not many markets can handle a third rejection and then go up again and get the close through. It usually shows some real weakness there. Silverliner says, shame on you, Tom. I just got out of the shower and you said it's so small. Sorry, Silverliner. So small. Still on silver, Conscious says. Cool. Didn't you have a whole bunch, Conscious? You looking for thing? J-Rock says AMC to Pluto. Can you take a look at 10-year yield? Serves short-term linear indicator on US markets. I feel like the markets instantly react to it. I mean, if you're thinking about TA on this market, let's go to the weekly. So yeah, the market, I told you didn't have to worry about it the whole way up. And I still don't believe you have to really worry about it unless it gets to 195. But there's no real weakness in this right now. The 10-year yield kind of looks strong. I mean, you think about this. If you came and showed me this chart and you didn't tell me what it was, I'd be looking at it and I'd be like, I'm optimistic on it going up. I am optimistic on it going up. You've got big rejection off the lows. It tested this point again. Then it's come up, closed a new high, come down to the 20, and now it's trying to find strength again. So again, this kind of ties in with our US 100 thoughts that we did just a few minutes ago. We talked about, what time is it? Okay. We talked about the fact that the Nasdaq's at resistance. At the same time, where is this nasty 10-year? The nasty 10-year is kind of sitting on support. So it kind of makes sense. They're synergizing together. Do I think long-term it just creates buying opportunity? Because I don't really care about the 10-year here. I don't care about the 10-year till it gets past 2. And I've explained that several times before. It's natural to have this incredibly fast move after a recession or after monetary policy. Why do we know that? We only have to go back through history and see the mega move that occurred during that time. Remember, we went from around 2 all the way to 4, so even bigger move. And what still dominated? Nasdaq. Tech still dominated. It's seen as this negative in the market, but I still think there's so much resistance up here. I mean, you've got support, resistance at 200 simple. So if it hits this point and the Nasdaq's on its knees, are we going to be scared, guys? Are we going to listen to everyone? Or are we going to say, maybe we've got to be big brain. Maybe we've got to think about this a little bit differently, and we've got to say no to the fake news media and the crap that's being posted out there that tells us the wrong thing. It's like when they say, oh, oil to $100. You know, I hate that. I remember it. And I remember saying to my business partner, Tyrone, and if he's watching, he'll know. I remember saying, we both agreed, when oil got the stupid thing that said oil to $100, we were like, goodbye, run away. Because that happened over here. And every article, oil to $100, the next black gold. No. No black gold. And you even got the double test with a failure. And the test through, and it was all over. It got messed up after that. So we're still bullish on the old oils. We haven't even done this one yet. Might as well segue over here. Look at this. Look at this resistance here, guys. 66.50. Oh my God. Look. Oh, wow. 20 moving average. It's trying to get through. Imagine if it gets through. Get some nice pickup action to the 75. Then we can be done with black gold for a decade. We don't have to come back. See ya. Bye-bye, black gold. We're done with you now. Kevin says, nah, oil to 75, 77. Yeah, makes sense, man. Makes sense. Look. But we can be finally... There's the 77 you're talking about. Finally done with it. Any prediction for SHIB? You cannot predict. Look, don't try to TA SHIB. Because if you put like SHIB in here, for anyone that doesn't know what SHIB is, it's a second picture of a dog. And if you have a second picture of the dog, this is bad data, by the way. We need more data. That's also bad data. Just shows you how many networks just put it on. Has this one been there for ages? No, not really. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I wouldn't TA SHIB. What you're betting on is that Elon's going to pump you. That's really it. It's Elon's going to pump you, or a pump group's going to pump you, and you've seen a consolidation that you think is forming a base. Now, if you see a consolidation forming a base and it's got some buy wicks or something like that, or volume spikes, then sure, you might think, oh, there's a pump coming. But market, it's not a trade. It's not a consistent thing you can do throughout time. It is a once-in-a-lifetime random gambler attitude. It's like going in there and putting on the roulette. And if you play the 00 roulette, always think this, guys. If you're at a casino, actually, in America, do you guys have the 00 roulette? I don't know. The scam roulette. Tom, QE didn't start in 2009 until 2009 in GFC, so the charts are not comparable. Why? Because we're talking about the recovery, and the recovery had QE in it. So which one can we not use, John? We had QE recovering the markets. This time around, we've got QE recovering the markets, and we can always go and have a look at the Nikkei, because remember, that's the most QE'd market in the world. I mean, you want to talk about madness, go have a look at the bond domination by the government and the central bank in Japan. I mean, you want to know about it. It's like 65 to 70% plus of their market in bonds is owned by themselves. So you want to talk about how far the US can take it. Unfortunately, the truth is they can take it really far. It's like ridiculous. I mean, I've always been scared of Japan, but it hasn't blown up yet. So I'm going to go with, oh, well, it's all good. Johnny Knoxville says, stop trading based on Elon's tweets. I understand, but maybe you want to segregate the way you do things. Maybe you want to say, okay, 1, I have my trading account. 2, I have my investing account. 3, I have my question mark account. Okay. And in the question mark account, maybe you go off and you do some random roulette on the 00 tables. Ganzorig says, yes, we've got the 00. I hate the 00. It's so stupid. I mean, if you go to a casino, you know you're going to lose. Well, I always go in there. Everyone should go in there and you have a limit and you say you're going to lose it. All right. Because you know that's what's happening. But I still cannot bring myself to ever sit on a 00. And I can still not bring myself to ever play anything but blackjack that isn't the rigged one. It's insane. Eka Aurora TA on natural gas. Oh, yeah, I like that. This natural gas play is wild. Damn, dude. Oh, this is such a good trade. Look at it go. I'm so happy. For anyone that didn't see, oh, it's so good. Great work, man. Great work. Natural gas. Yeah. Let's go over the weekly. Why am I excited about natural gas, you might ask? Because no one cares about this right now. I'm excited because we finally got a breakout above this zone. And if we go in here, there was a patient beaver. And the patient beaver was looking at it and they were spotting this zone. Okay? And what a cool area to be in. Little closure above. You're getting bullish. People get scared. They get the weak paper hands here. Have faith in your abilities. Look at it go. Yeah, natural gas. 3117. Natural gas might be one of the only things that isn't moving up. Look, it's so beaten down. It's gotten messed up. And in Australia, natural gas companies are also getting messed up with all this geopolitical stuff. Anyway, we don't talk about politics, but yes, geopolitical stuff is destroying natural gas right now. Great little breakout there. Kevin said, I had natural gas all weekend. Well, is there anything wrong with that, Kevin? Look at you. You're getting rewarded with your 3.25% move. And obviously, for crypto guys, it's not about the 3.25% move. Most people take it a little bit leveraged. Charles Gibby says, oof, natural gas spiking means higher electricity costs. That's going to have negative effects. Yeah, well, that's right. Oil as well. So you know where the first targets are. Nothing changes from what we did a few weeks ago. You got this kind of 340. I don't think I care about that. Then you've got like up here, this $4. For natural gas, to me, it's always been every 50 cent and $1. But I particularly like $1. And I particularly like this $4 play and this $5 play. And hopefully you can get both. But I'd be very careful at this 200. And 4 is kind of like a cool target for natural gas. So nice breakout. Congratulations. Moving well. Thank you very much, Eka Aurora. Andrew Palmer. $4.99. Great show. Learning a lot in the last couple of weeks. Thank you very much for the support there, Andrew. Appreciate it. Remember, guys, we've got 1,753 of you here for this market open. We are 39 minutes away from market open. If you enjoy the stream, make sure to subscribe. Get us to 100,000. I want that damn plaque. I'm going to put it behind me, and we're going to have a party on the stream. Han Farm super chatted $2. Again, thank you, Andrew. $2. Please, can you have a look at the FTSE 100? Yeah, I know. A few UK people, oh man, the Australians beat me up. They're like, Tom, I want you to look at the Australian market. And the people from the UK said, why aren't you looking at the FTSE every day? It doesn't get views, guys. I've tried it. I'm sorry. The only market that matters to anyone is the US market. And that's maybe a bit mean, but it's true. The reason why is because when you do the TA on the American market, realistically, most of the time, a little bit different right now, but most of the time, it will have the ripple effects into all the other markets. The difference nowadays, though, is that the S&P 500 is so heavily tech, and so many markets aren't. Like this FTSE market is like a gas. I mean, if you could get like every one of the old school boomer companies together and you could chuck it into an index, here it is. Look, it's beautiful. It's called the FTSE 100. So if you love gas, if you love random banks and other strange things, then you will love this market. Looking good, dude. This is looking good. UK 100. This is versus the Great British Pound. 7,007. Nice double bottom play on the monthly recently. Let's go down the weekly. Look at that. It's a beautiful little closeout. Strong trading for the last couple of weeks here. Now, that's obviously all that Jan's area, but, you know, it's pretty crap other than that. Let's go down to the day. These look good. These look good. So, let's have a look at what's happening more recently. I guess because of the businesses that are in here, I understand that it should be more bullish than the rest of the market right now. You got a lot of value investing. And you go back to the monthly and you'll again see why. Monthly, look, hasn't even recovered. 7.6, big, terrible zone. Right at the area where it's going to struggle with. Previous supports, 7K, psychological. You understand again why the big problems here. This is my issue. Look, if I saw this market, I would go bullish. Because you have a weak, big hammer rejection. You've got a long leg doji. You've got decision made. You've got a re-pull back. Everything looks bullish here about this market. So yes, it does look really bullish. I don't see bearish action here at all at this point. But again, the American market fails, you will get hurt. That's just the way that the FTSE trades. Overall, looks strong in the markets. Okay, thank you very much, Han Farm. Hopefully I say your name right. Sorry, bro. Gravity Falls, super chat at $5. Would like to hear your thoughts on MT, Acceleror Metal, okay, and how the price of iron ore relates to steel producers. Okay, MT. Let's have a look. So, yeah, steel and iron ore. We're in trouble here. So I'll show you some charts I pulled for the private community today. All right, let's scroll through. Where did I put them? Okay. So this is currently steel production coming out of China, okay, and over time. So this is pretty big. You can see how insanely high the production count is right now over every other year. Then you go and you have a look at something like rebar futures. And of course they are correlated. Now steel is correlated a lot with builds as well. But these futures are just insane. Like iron ore is out of control right now and I'm very worried for it. I've been bullish materials for quite some time. We're clearly in a super boom. And it's going to be hard for us to pick the top here. Because this just stuff is going wild. So if you have a look at anything here, it's all very bullish and the demand is there. I think steel is more about demand. So steel is more about, are there a lot of builds? Is there a huge amount of demand? Because ultimately, it's not like the problem with iron ore is it can be stockpiled. So China's well known to stockpile like 6 months in advance or 3 months in advance. And when a mine gets shut down, it creates a spike. That's the type of thing. Steel often goes through a similar cycle, but then when it crashes off, it often has done so at different times. Like, let's have a look here at a weekly. Let's have a look here. So see how it ran up to that 18 and then it fell off hard. Steel gets belted. But then we go back in time and have a look at the 08 into 11 period. So it ran just with iron ore. Pretty much went exactly the same with iron ore. But notice how it stopped. So this steel company here, and I'll have a look at X with you in a second. This steel company here went all crazy all the way to Jan 10. However, iron ore companies often went harder for longer. So they were actually going an extra 6 to 12 months past that point. So steel manufacturers, they can be like in front, move hard, and then they'll get belted way earlier. How does this look? Daily looks fine. 20 moving average is the way I'd follow it, Gravity. If I've got any problems with that, 20 moving average getting busted below for maybe 2 days in a row. Like over here, one day it fell through, hasn't gone underneath for 2 days. So 2 days in a row, I'd be very careful and very scared of it. If we have a look at iron ore here, we'll just use this futures here. You will see the strong recovery. We're clearly getting into hyperactive mode here on iron ore. Put it in perspective, go to a weekly. You'll see how insanely priced this contract is. See, look at it go. 212, guys. 212. It is super boom cycle. It is even getting really far. It's not hard for Cathie Wood to say we're in a massive commodities super cycle and it's going to all bust. Because look at that. That is hyper extended. It will be over very soon. I don't know exactly how long. You know, long leg Doge, closure above. Oh my God, we keep going. But yeah, very scary numbers there. Very scary numbers. That's all I really can say. Ozark Granite LLC, welcome to the Stonk Squad. Thank you so much for joining, Ozark. Appreciate it. Thank you, Johnny, as well, for supporting the community like that. Appreciate your support there as well. Echo Aurora, Singapore, $2. Nifty 50 seems great market, especially once India recovers. Totally agree with you, man. Totally agree with you. Nifty 50. The old Nifty 50. Here's the problem I've got. It's gone so much without us. Nasty, nasty one. Yes, Indian market actually is not bad. Huge amounts of stimulus, very low debt. Well, now much higher debt as a country, but was very low debt. And you go through, it's been already good for a long time. I mean, I've held Indian market on and off over the years. It got belted. And then, of course, this was the one that was going to get that stimulus in. I've got some concerns here in the market, but I'll watch it over time. It looks super bullish right now. I mean, it's even trying to break out again. And this is probably due to the terrible things that are going on over there is creating more stimulus or stimulatory measures. And it looks like it's trying to break through this upper trend line. So yeah, look, the Indian market's going super strong. Overall, it will be a strong sector over the next decade. I'm pretty comfortable with that. But you may want to pick the sectors. There'll be a lot of like businesses that get killed and a lot of new businesses that come through it. Welcome to the 1,733 people as well joining us for today. We haven't even done this yet. Let's have a look around the markets. We are sitting at a US 100. Let me just read this. Okay. US 100, 13,316 down 0.68, coming off that resistance area we spoke about before. We've got US 500 S&P, 41.57 down 0.51. We've got BTC recovering somewhat, 45,000. We've got .88, ETH all coming through okay right now. It's recovering quite nicely. Here we go. So, stock market, weird speculation. Palantir still under 21, not healthy. Needs to be above 21. Microvision, Cost, Mara, Riot Blockchain, all down. Things that are up. AMC, 1353. Still needs to close above 1420 for some reason. That's the level. Once it does so, it'll go berserk, I'm sure. Tilray, GameStop. GameStop still struggling around that 160. Let's now go over to the screener of the companies that we like to get into. 23 billion. We'll set this one as uncapped. kind of set this up correctly here. We've got negative. Oh, don't know. I forgot to load it before the stream, and then that should create us around 500 matches. There we go. So we'll go 23.5, and that will give us the big caps. All right, 498. There we go. So pre-market, what's down? Chubb, Coinbase down 3.38, 249, guys. Whew. 249, right around where it was meant to list. If you don't like buying crypto, but you believe in the BTCs and things, 250. Look how much it's knocked it around. That's right around where I expect people to pick it up. And we predicted that the first time. Then it had earnings the other day. That was a flop. It did great, but it was a flop from a perspective of didn't really move the share price more than $1. Went down 5%, then went back up. But yeah, today, 249. Spotify getting bashed still, 218. Might need to look at that. Tesla. Ooh. Oh, no. Elon, what are you doing, man? 578. I think a lot of investors are getting concerned over the fact that maybe he's taken his eye off the prize here with the Doge a little bit. Then we got Snowflake. We got Square, of course, invested in some crypto, in some BTC. Not the best right now, but hopefully comes good. Roku and others. So it's not terrible right now as we see it. Green, not much great green stuff. Amazon, though, could be still a sleeper. I want to look at Amazon technicals with you in just a few moments. I love Amazon from a stock perspective and also Facebook. Again, thank you very much to everyone that's been joining. We've got Mitch super chatted $5. PRE on LSE, mining and turbine EV magnet supply chain, Australian $5. All right, man, we'll do that now. PRE on the LSE. This is a minerals company. It's pulled back quite a lot onto the weekly 20. Good news is that's where it bounced last time. I think we've done this one for you before. Let's go to the daily. Okay, daily's moving up. Good. 4 hour. Okay, good signs. Good signs, man. Base formation could be in. So this is only a 4 hour chart, but see how it's found base. It's found base again, and it's had those kind of gaps up, and it's moving here up decently, it looks like. So 136. I would love a break of the 140 for you, man. Break of 140, I think your bottom could be in here. That's the way I look at it. Look how strong that level is. Support, 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 break, double bottom, bam, let's go. Double bottom doesn't just mean take bottom and take the distance. It usually means the end of a downtrend and the start of an uptrend. That's what we're looking for there. If housing goes, then everything goes. Yeah, in the US, housing definitely took it out, but there was more lending that took it out. Doge lending, some would say. John, so yeah, I don't mind this, but double bottom, man. John S, super chat $5. My theory, we are going through the May 07 to Jan 09 cycle, liquidity crisis 07, euphoria 08, insolvency 09. Fed is using QE to stop insolvency, but it won't work. I mean, they got a lot more. So I theorized this, and you're not going to like what I say here, John. I theorized this, and it's my theory is that the US, as in the Fed, can pull, and this is a big number, about $45 trillion before they blow the system. That's a lot of money. Now, I'll maybe explain where I get that number from, but it comes directly from Japan, really. And then I take a haircut off it because I know that the US can't take it as far as Japan because everyone will be worried. So I actually think there's a huge amount of stimulus they can still put into the markets. It's disgusting, and don't get me wrong, it will have a Great Depression following it. Okay? There will be a Great Depression. But I actually think there's a huge amount of stimulus they can put in. Now, I think they would rather us go through a recession than to use that stopgap, unless they're Twitters. And what I mean by that is everyone doesn't want to deal with the problem. No one wants it on their watch. No one wants it during their time. It used to be like this hardcore thing where people would literally just say, hey, it's hard. We got to be hard here. We got to do it as a country. We got to do it. We got to go through it so that we can come out the other end and not have to, ruin it for our kids. This time round, it's like, hey, whoa. I want to be drinking lattes down the corner. We got to fix it right now. Fix it right now. Band-Aid. Slap that on. So, yeah, that's where we're going. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. But I'm thinking some crazy numbers. I see what you're saying, John S., but I feel like because of the stopgap, because of how it's going, you could be right, and it could be only a couple of years here, or it could also go into a mega kind of roaring 20s style thing as well. Craig Owl, US 499. Look at UWMC again for me, please. All right, UWMC. So we've got 24 minutes till the market opens. Welcome 1,721 viewers. Let me scroll through here. How many likes are we at, guys? Let me load this up. Remember, subscribe if you've been enjoying the stream. We're almost at 60,000. Can you believe it? 60,000 people. Amazing stuff. All right, I'm clicking it on. I don't have it up in the background because I was a little underprepared. UWMC is here, 792 at this stage. This is finance, rental leasing. Okay. 1 week. Oh, we're easy over 500. You guys know what that means. It means party time is coming. Okay. Yes. Oh, it's so hard. I mean, that's good. So it's good that you got through here. But I want to see lightning bolt, man. Sold off. God. I mean, if you were going to be bullish, I guess it would be in this zone. After getting back above here, people would be getting bullish. It's not for me, but it does look more bullish than we've ever looked at this before. When it closed above there, that was great. When it sold and it closed back against it, that's good. Another bullish buy off this level, good. That's why you're getting that follow on today. These two candles would have given a lot of confidence to the market. I can see why people are buying it. Hey, I can see why they want it after these little two moves here. Let's have a look at the volume that came through during that session. It was lower. Opportunity to 830. You get a lot more bullish once it closes above here. So I feel like it's kind of like resistance 830, pullback. Once it closes above there, then you're really looking at a recovery story on this stock. At this stage, that's a little bit too early to say, oh, it's all great, but I can see why people are buying it into the 830 at this point. Vern Kane, thank you so much for joining the Stonk Squad. Appreciate it, Vern. Thank you very much, and welcome to the community. All right, guys, well, you know what time it is. Let's get that intro going. Thank you again for the memes throughout the weekend. There was some good ones this weekend. I enjoyed the Elon memes quite a lot. They made me laugh quite a lot. So we'll chuck that up. Probably blew a few people's ears off. Let me just switch over here. Okay. Yes, I know I'm really small because I changed the sizing here. So guys, I hope that you're having a good Monday so far. Hope you've been enjoying the stream. Feeling a little bit better about the world. Maybe feeling worse because you're stuck in the bad coin or bad market thing. But it'll always get better. And remember, each day is a learning opportunity. That's how I see it. I'm still learning every day. Nicholas says this recovery is fake. Peace says, could you look at Litecoin for me? Thanks so much. Man, Litecoin. You know, I hate that thing. I hate Litecoin, guys. You know why? Because the original gangster, he threw it. He's like, I don't remember if his name is Charlie or whatever it was, but he threw it away, guys. He went, nah, stuff you. I'm going to take the money. I don't blame him, hey. It was probably like billions of dollars. I mean, not billions, but hundreds of millions of dollars. But yeah, I'll look at LTC for you, all right? We'll have a quick look. Old LTC, 287. Getting obliterated a little bit here. Let's go through. 30% down, so not that much more than the BTCs or anything. I just see this as kind of like the poor, it's like the poverty-stricken Bitcoin. It's kind of useless. Doesn't really do anything well and it's been superseded. That's what I see. Now, you may see something else. I'm going to look at the 8-hour, 2050 cross, looking a little bit nasty. 4-hour, okay. So daily, possibly the only area of support. 50 has been hold, a little bit of hold. A little bit through here though. Generally speaking, has been a decent hold area. So I don't mind the 50 exponential moving average here. Hopefully it can hold up, but I don't think it's going to like super outperform the other coins. So it's not my pick of choice. It's the rotten egg. I think it's the rotten egg. And I'm sure it'll go up like 30%. Someone will be like, Tom, you said Litecoin sucks. I made like $50, man. All right. Craig Owl, you super chatted, and Vern is good. Cool, we're all caught up. The poverty coin, yeah. I mean, a poverty coin shouldn't be $287 a coin, but you get what I'm saying. It's no 45,000 either. It's no 45,000 either. So Dogelot says Litecoin is fine, man. You got to just keep hating on it. Yeah, I do. Unlucky Gamer 69 says Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV. Who even uses these things anymore? Yes. Can you do ADA, please? Yeah, all right. We've been pretty good with ADA. We got that 195. We theorized the 210. Went nuts, actually, on the weekend. I still thought that Pokemon Dots would beat it out. Look, ADA has to hold, obviously, this $2 flat. You can see the buying that's coming through in the bottom of these wicks. Let's go down to a 2-hour. A little bit of weakness here, actually, on ADA. Even compared to BTC. So it's clearly, I think people are like, well, you know, dude, I can get out of ADA and get like 220 for it. I can go and buy VET for 16 cents. I might do that. That sounds pretty good. Better than holding this coin. It's already moved up. So I think rotation is really the main danger here. Maybe something like this is what you probably got to draw, like a trend line down. You got to realize that the more it puts pressure on 2, if it breaks through 2, I'm actually kind of significantly worried for ADA. I think it could go into a holding pattern, especially back down to the 181. And these are all fairly hefty declines. So ADA's, it's a great coin. It's doing well. But it needs to keep bouncing off 2. You saw those bounces over here. You need wicks. And then you want it to smash past this nasty declining trend line. That's the way I'd look at Cardano right now. So we are 16 minutes away from the market. Let's start dialing in on some stocks for the week. Some stonks, some stocks, whatever you want to call them. Hopefully you guys are fully aware of the earnings coming out. But I want to check some of these big FANG stocks. And I also want to check a few other things. So we should do that. Also, Rashad just put me off. He said, Tom, I put everything into Safe Moon. And then he goes, shh. Rashad, you're not safe. Okay? You're not safe. You can't get it out, Rashad. It'll never come back to you. That's what happens with the Safe Moon. The Safe Moon. Madness. All right. Let's have a look at Amazon. Also, please select right now the actual coins or stocks, most preferably stocks, that you want to watch coming into the market open. We are 16 minutes away from the market open. So decide right now as a community, 1,650 of you, decide what you'd like to see into the open. So let's have a look now at Amazon. What's going on here? Beautiful support. Hey, ooh, that was good. Support, support, support. Imagine if Amazon breaks underneath here. Wow. It's going to go all the way back down to 3K town. And I might nibble at it. Because I'm actually pretty bullish on Amazon. I'm pretty bullish on anything to do with consumer discretionary. And I think like it's got so much growth curving in it. It's got obviously that drug manufacturing or drug business that's a dispensary kind of thing going up against GDX. It's got the Tally.doc kind of side. I mean, you name it, Amazon has it. My biggest problem for Amazon over the next 5 years, and it's always been my issue here, has been, and you know what I'm going to say, government risk. I think they're going to tax them. I think they're going to tax them hard. These guys won't have their sweet tax breaks anymore. 2050, just like the Nasdaq, acting on the daily up here. It is in a hold pattern. Again, it's going to close above just at the same time as the Nasdaq gets through the 13.4. It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same synergy. So that's our Amazon. Let's have a look at Facebook, because unfortunately, Facebook's also going to suffer from that. But Facebook is a much stronger company right now. Look at the movement that Facebook's had on it. This has been one of my favorites in the market, realistically, since earnings. And even before earnings, it was underappreciated. And some of you will say, but Tom, I don't use Facebook. It's crap. A lot of people do. It's got that marketplace. Basically, what eBay was originally, and I'm not sure if people in the US use Facebook as much. In Australia, everyone uses Facebook Marketplace. Okay? It keeps you in the app. People love doing little trades. They sell their stuff. They go and they look in the trash and treasure. It's in our nature. People love the little bit of the bargain, a little bit of the side hustle, that kind of thing. I've seen people sell all sorts of things on Facebook Marketplace. It's wild. So I think that's a huge thing. They've also taken over basically forums. So I'm part of, hobbyist groups on there. Do I like Facebook? No, I hate it. I don't like it at all. But even the companies they own, the investments they've made, the Oculus, the VR, everything kind of makes sense. And it's been slept on for some time. I think this 300 was a cool level for Facebook. And it's cheaper than Alphabet and cheaper than the others right now. Josh Scriver says Facebook is king. There we go. Josh likes it. Amazon should be broken up, probably. Amazon will be taxed. Yeah, I agree. I think that's my big risk. Facebook is a sewer, says Johnny Knoxville. My grandma was bullish on Amazon in the 90s. He's doing all right. What? My grandma? And then he's doing all right? I don't know what's going on there, man. Facebook is next. Amazon. Boom, says Josh Scrivers. Man, you love that thing. Tom TikTok's charts. TikTok? No, I don't do that. Facebook is for boomers. It's fine if it's for boomers. It doesn't matter. Just get the money. I mean, technically, I think most of the people I know use Facebook as well. Still, all my age group does. I'm 33. So if my age group's using it pretty heavily still, that's pretty good money coming into it. I'm not saying it's like you hold it for like 30 years, guys. I'm just saying that I think it's going to go well for some time. Mike Mercury, welcome to the Day Trader community, Mike. Thank you very much. Make sure, please, get into that Discord. Get that thing synced up. Thank you very much, Mike Mercury. Enjoy all of the amenities, all of the things that come with being a day trader tier. Thank you very much, sir. Zom says herder. Yeah, we'll check out Zom in a sec. So Facebook is doing good. Facebook is another no free speech. Not going to get into it, Johnny. I'm just talking about purely the literal companies, the price action, the value, everything like that. It did make sense to me. Okay, what else have we got going on here in the market? So we'll check out Zom, because we've been following oil for a little bit here. Pre-market down 0.58%. Anything to be worried about? Not really. Just all waiting on US oil. Again, I barely even look at this. I'm just looking for the US oil breakout. 65. I want a 66.50. And then oil is back. And we can look for that to go towards that impulsive move up to 75. Should take a few weeks, and then we'll go through there. So herder, it's all good. Zom looks fine. Huey says, I don't know a single person who sues Facebook. I assume you mean users. But it says sues. Well, I'm glad you don't know anyone that sues a stock, Huey. That's good, man. Google is the next big network. You know what I don't like about Google, Courtney? And it's not, well, actually, I love Google. I'm on it right now. YouTube's great, Google. Keep going. But they've had so many bad businesses over the years. Stadia. Waves. Oh, it's like, have a look how many Google businesses have failed. It's obnoxious. It's like 400. Craziness. I'm expecting Bitcoin to do a big drop, rock bottom, end up worthless, and then rise again. Dean unknown. Yeah, but that's what happens after the cycle, man. You think we're already going after the cycle right now? I always assumed you were late 20s, early 30s. Nah, I'm a little bit older. But thank you. Shane Coble, Matic Tom. Welcome, Shane. Thank you very much. We'll do Matic in a second. And we've got Kay Kennedy coming up here as well. Super chat $5. Hey, Tom, looking healthy and refreshed this morning. It's because I had 5 coffees. Thank you very much. Could you give UNG a look? Also, is Cash App or Venmo more popular in Oz? I don't use either of them. Are they even here? Is Cash App even here? I don't know, guys. I should know this, but I don't use that stuff. I don't think it's here yet. Maybe it is. I don't use those little payment things yet. I want to, but I want a fully fledged interface. I don't want to, like, for me, it's pointless. Like, we have Osco here in Australia, even though I think it's trash. I want to have a fully fledged interface in those that I can just go into. I can bank in that damn system, and I can link it up with my full savings. I don't want a half mixed measure. So I'll probably be a late adopter to the technology. So I'm not the best person to ask about that. UNG, this is United States Natural Gas Fund, moving up here. Yeah, nice. Very similar. Very similar. Damn, 4.98 too. Yeah, that's cool. That's a great way to get access to the natural gas. What was the question here you had? Yeah, it's correct. It's the exact same thing. The only thing is it's moved so quickly and aggressively. So obviously the market's really loving that break. Because remember, this is technically meant to be $3.40 natural gas, and it's already $11.17 in the pre, so it's kind of over trading it. And considering how it traded before, it was under trading it. Now it's over trading. I don't understand that. Let's have a look at natural gas. Did it go up a bit while we're talking? 316, yeah, it's gone up a bit, but see that should be like here. It's correct, and it's a good move. It's probably got some degradation in it. Maybe that's what's happened. Probably degrades over time, something like that. Good. UNG is good. We'll see what the community sorts about. Cash App, BPay only. Lol, says Sapphire. Oh man, we got some backwards ass banking in Australia sometimes, don't we? Tom, use my Cash App link, and we both get $5. Says Tim3 Boomer. Thank you very much, Tim. Thank you very much. 33 is still early 30s, says Josh. That's right. Franklin says, you're way older than I thought. Oh, sorry, man. Coinbase stock. That's why I've been around since the GFC, bro. If I had the GFC, you got to remember, it was like 11 years ago or something. So for me to be around in that, I have to at least be 20s at that point. Shane Coble wants Matic. Let's just quickly do it. We've got 6 minutes till the market opens. Thank you very much for joining us on this day. Matic is a wild beast. It's been going up. I think the community first started talking about it. God, when was it? Down here? Down here? Was it down here? Yeah, 37. Now trading 177. Damn. Very cool. 26th of April goes up. Oh, it's got to be getting hyperextended. Let's have a look at the weekly. Oh, well. I know crypto can do it. God, it looks so good too. Look at it go. Double wick rejection. Movement bullish here on the 8 hour. Go down the 2 hour. Oh, it looks good. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, it hurts me because when you've got something that goes this hard, sometimes, I know it's follow the price action, but when I see a chart like that, it kind of scares me. But you also do know that this has done these similar breakouts of trend lines before and been explosive. So yeah, looking great here, man. Closure above, 34 minutes to go. It looks strong. Should then snap off the high at 188. I think it'll bust through 2, but I do think 2 may be a little bit of a problem for it. Hit 1 last time, stopped a bit early. Yeah, something like 2, maybe even goes higher. So it looks really, really good. If we take the distance from here to here, it's probably going to come out like that. And if you take the distance of what a lot of people would do, which would be this length here, and extrapolate it, wow, it calls like a 250. That would be wild. So Matic looks amazing, Shane. It does look amazing. Victor Mara, super chatted CZK49. ELY, a nice ride. Have a beer with your neighbor. Callaway Golf. I remember talking about this. Yes. Yep. Cool, man. I'm glad you made money on this one. This was like... You're talking about the neighbor. You remember well. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about now. My crazy golf neighbor that sells like 12 grand worth of golf clubs a month out of his garage. Now, he's a hustler. I don't live in like the worst suburb either. He's just like hustling out there. It's kind of creeping me out because I'm like, why you keep doing this, dude? You're bringing all these people in here. And he's like, oh man, it's just the money's too good. So he basically just goes on eBay and goes on Facebook and goes to like golf shops, buys all their secondhand clubs and flogs them off. I can tell you it was super strong. And you can see here, summer is looking good for Callaway. Strong breakout here. No reason to think this thing can't continue on. Obviously got to be very scared of valuations at some point. But golf is popular. They do great golf clubs. Demand is hot, hot, hot. And you're going into Northern Hemisphere summer. So everyone's going to go play some sweet golf. Good luck, Victor. And I will have a beer. Thank you very much. Have a great day, Tom, says Dave Reason. Thank you very much. Now, let's do Tesla. Let's have a look at that. And then we'll scroll in for our pre-market prep. We've got 3 minutes to go. Tesla here, 577. Last week, we saw the weekly close underneath 600. I thought that was pretty bearish. The last point of call here for Tesla, right down on this low, 560. Underneath 560, I'm sorry, guys. I'm feeling exposure over here. We're feeling 450 exposure. That's all going to come down to probably the Nasdaq. But Michael Burry is evil, and he is now... Well, he's not evil, but he is posting this Tesla down, and he is punishing it. So, yeah, if we do close under 560, I could see 450. It's unfortunate, but there is huge buy pressure here. I could not think that there won't be some buyers between the 500, 450. There's got to be some buyers in that area. Let's now go into the 4-screener for the market open. I know Tesla won before. Guys, vote on another one. What would you like to see us watch into the open? We've got a couple of minutes to go here. Let's quickly get Tesla set up. Let's get the US 500 set up. There we go. We'll put that on a 5-minute chart. And the all-important one is going to be the US 100. So the US 100 is trading 13,327. Probably the easiest market to read at this stage. We know 13.4 is the key zone. Skip to about probably half an hour into the stream and I have a massive rant about it. Tesla gap fills at about 420. Oh man, Dale, you are negative on this one. Defi tracker. Whoa. It's so very pink. Thank you very much. AMC Stock Matters, says Terry Chow. We got Coin, AMC, 2 AMC, 3 AMC. Tom, TME, earnings, all the Arcalojo, whatever it is, stocks are going crazy, says Jassa. Okay. It looks like AMC is going to be the one. Wow. Haven't had that on the charts for a while. Okay. Here we go. We've got 1 minute to go. We're going to read out this insane pink donation. DeFi tracker super chatted 1,000 things. Thoughts on GLQ listing on KuCoin tomorrow. Lower market cap cam enables no code automations and linking of various functions on chain, off chain. Can you look at chart? Well, if it's listing tomorrow, I assume it's in the pre-market at the moment. Okay, guys, here we go. We have 3 seconds to go here in the market. 13,322. We are open. I'll read that in a second. 4163. So US 100 did open down. We've got AMC opening at 1358. I want to see Coin on the open here as well. Coin opening 249, right on the support where you expect it to find some buying pressure. Let's see how it deals with this. 247. So you don't really want to catch these falling knives. You know I hate IPOs in America because if you get in early, good, you make money. But like, look at Twitter, look at Facebook, look at Snap, look at Snowflake, look at all of them. They all have these crazy runs and then they come back to them in 12 months and get the hidden gem at that point if you like the company. Tesla opens here at 577, then bounces. Let's go around the market. Percentage changes here down. Coinbase, Airbnb down 3% again. Square down 2.44. Tesla down 2%. Trade Desk, all of those. Let's go to these other greenies. The green ones, Baidu. Baidu coming a little bit back here. I wonder if JD should be worth it. Tomorrow we have to do a spectacular on where we're at in the healthcare, by the way. I need to do that. I'll do the research for it tomorrow, and hopefully I'll have it ready. Toyota, Amazon, all up. Not much up. Let's go to the speculation stocks. Speculation. AMC up 6%, coming to 1377. We got Bitcoin, and on the downside, Mara, Riot, these ones must be kind of really getting messed up now. Palantir, 1988, just underneath the 20. Nokia, BlackBerry, Peloton. Peloton's recovery pretty strong, actually. 96.48, much better than the 80 low it got to. I tell you what, that's done much better than I thought it would off those lows. So US 500 continues to charge here, 41.65. At the same time, the US 100 just got belted. 13.293. Whoa, look at it go. One second. We need to go back over here to the screen and see which stock took that out. What stock took that out? Coinbase 244. Square down 3 now. Tesla down 2.37. So anything kind of tied to BTC. BTC just moves. Where's BTC? 44.651. Okay. So some pretty big red Nasdaq, 13,280. So that's the bearishness coming through there off that top. That should drive the market lower, and you would think the Nasdaq could be going all the way back down to 13K if this holds through. It's early morning Monday, and of course the bears are in control early here, guys. The bears are in control here early. I wouldn't be bullish on the Nasdaq at all until after the 13.4 or it hits our key support lines, because it's too hard buying in here. Only bears are in control at this stage. All right, DeFi tracker. We had a question coming in here from you, GLQ. Is that even something I can bring up here? Okay. GLQ. All right, man. Well, that's where it is. I mean, it's only versus ETH at this point. It's at a strong resistance. It's obviously coming out of the gates okay over here. I don't really know what it is. I can't speak about it, but yep, it's at the right kind of zone. And I guess if people are interested in it, they can check it out. But I can't really do much on something I don't know anything about. 26.87%, fully diluted caps, very small. Resistance across the board being met at this point. You can see here, good resistance. So once it breaks through that, you would think it's going to have a pretty nice move. But so early, who knows, man. Thank you very much for the support. Okay. So that's where we're at with the market today, guys. It looks like the bear instincts at the 13.4 were correct. The US 500, I'm not bearish on that until it gets past 41.20 on the low. Nasdaq pulling down the SP 500, correct. Airbnb's a long-term one. Yeah, another IPO. It's getting there. It's getting there. Hopefully it's getting, like when I say it's getting there, it's, the time. We just got to keep watching the time on that one. And then I think long-term, yeah, Airbnb's got real potential. Still, even at this valuation. So very early Monday, it's all about the close, guys. So we'll be doing a video tomorrow recapping what happens today. I'll be recapping that closure. The Nasdaq will be what I'm looking at. And really, that's all we can look at. We have to follow the Nasdaq, follow what it's doing, and go from there. Because the S&P 500, while it looks bullish, it's not giving us any really cool opportunities, I don't think. It's like kind of boring in this zone. The Nasdaq's given us big percentages. Tesla recovering here. And yeah. All right. Okay, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much for the donations as per usual. Thank you very much for everything else. I'm really glad, again, Victor, You went with the Callaway. That's awesome, man. That was good. I like that. The Callaway was a pretty good one. So some things in the market are holding up. Obviously, those kind of recovery plays, opening plays, sports, consumer spending, sugar rushes. But just remember, there's a timing on these. So will Callaway be a stock that I want to hold for 10 years? As Warren Buffett says, if you close the market and I was holding Callaway, I'd be very, very scared, okay? Well, not very scared, but pretty scared. Whereas if you close the market and I was holding a big tech company or a big healthcare company or something, I'd feel all good. It's all good. All green, all good on that one. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk about healthcare. We'll talk about sectors and where they're at. And I'll go back over iron ore and stuff, but I think my feeling on it right now is just follow the iron ore futures, follow what's going on in them, and be very cautious right now because it is hyperactive. And we saw what happens with lumber. I'm going to leave you with lumber. Let's load up Finviz. Finviz. Check this futures out, guys. Where's my lumber? Oh my goodness. Look at it go. Getting melted right now. And if it's going to pick, it's going to have to pick right off here. And I'm worried. I would not be... That is wild. Like Little Weekly. Oh my God. And that's what I expect from Bitcoin. I expect another one of these, just like every other time it's got crushed. A massive hyperextension. And remember, lumber moved, got belted, moved up, got belted, moved up, got belted, went hyperextension. Catch you, everyone. See you tomorrow. So Dogelot says, Dogecoin got a strong community. Last night attack from all angles showed great strength of the community. I don't disagree. I mean, one thing about Doge now is it's got a following, and therefore it's got that sentiment. Whenever, if they do make